GMS Dallas camp. I'm the brother Kyle from GMS Arkansas camp. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Hawa, Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, who teach well. Salutations to those elect. We do these lessons for the elect of Israel, the nation of our people, Judah, the so-called Negro, Benjamin, the West Indians, Jamaican, Levi, the Haitians, Reuben of the Seminole Indians, and Gad of the North American Indians. Right. Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, Zebulon, the Guatemala, Panama, Manasseh, the Cubans, Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, Simeon, the Dominicans, Asher, Colombia, Uruguay, and Naphtali, Argentina, Chile. Okay. We do these lessons for our people, for the elect. Okay, because all our people, the Lord already said in Zechariah 14 chapter that 2/3 are going to be slated for destruction. So we're doing these lessons really for the 1/3, the elect. Okay, and we're just going to speak on right quick because looking at the prophecies, when you read in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, it talks about. Read it. Let's read that. Let's start with that. 2nd Ezra 9.
Second Ezra 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So he's saying you have to measure that time diligently. So we pay close attention to what's happening in the world through the Thummim and the Urim, the internet. The Lord, when you go into Psalms 19, he had Esau create the internet, so that way we were able to see more of the prophecies at a faster rate. We don't have to go to the other side of the world to see what's happening. It's right here in our hand grasp,
He gave everybody a camera phone.
Yep. Everybody got camera phones. Yeah. So he's putting these signs out there to let us know that the counsels of the heaven has already been determined that Babylon is going to be falling. Okay, and it's a sure judgment that's coming to Babylon, which is America, aka America. Right. That destruction is happening. So let's get 18 Revelation. Yep. Revelation is a good chapter because it talks about the fall of Babylon. Like and America is another name for Babylon. Because Babylon we know means confusion. And America is full of confusion because when you come to this country, man, everything is off kilt, bro. Right. We was just watching TV. The commercial shows RuPaul now. Yeah. You said ex-football players, drag queens now. Yeah. This is America, man. Yep. This is America, bro. It's off, man.
Bitter experience.
The brother, I remember GMS Dedication put a video up probably like 5-6 months ago where people in America just tired of working because they know now we're really doing this shit for nothing.
Yeah.
They tired of going to work for 40 hours a week and not having enough money to do nothing but just pay for that little spot they in. They people are tired, man.
It's a perpetual cycle of debt. I was looking at that latest zeitgeist, and it's going into the banks and how it's just a scam and how people are pretty much you'll never win. Yeah. The system is rigged for the people to just be drained and constantly on this hamster wheel. And the saints are wore out.
The English language is a spell. You put spells on you when you say certain words, and it's crazy, man.
This is why we need the Lord. And also, when we deal with Revelation, the 18th chapter, we have to understand that that's the final kingdom before the Lord sets up the kingdom of His only begotten Son, Yahushua. So when we read Revelation 18, that ties directly to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, Esau being the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world, so is Babylon. So it goes hand in hand because Esau runs this modern day Babel, or Babylon the Great. You see?
Yeah, that's why it's referred to as daughter of Babylon, referring to the Edomites.
Right.
Revelations 18 and 1 says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
See, having that great power, he had that great power of authority. Okay? Because the scriptures say how, when you read in Sirach 39, how these particular angels that come to do a bidding and a job for the one, they appease the one that made them. So they're appeasing Yahweh when they come down here, Yahweh Shai doing the bidding. So this angel's coming with that same glory. He's representing the heavens when he comes. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
So this is a home of demons, man. Okay? Hey, man, you see the stuff that's going on in the news now? We was just watching with Puff Daddy, all that situation. Bro, you can see the demons on these people, man.
Yeah, it's demonic.
Demonic spirits on them. You know, you can see it. And like I said, America is the home of it, man. It is the home of it, bro. I mean, you can see like the signs, King Charles, the painting that they unveiled for King Charles, with the red, but in between it was a double painting, but in between you can see the demon faces in between.
Yep.
So this place is demonic, man.
Yep, the music is demonic, the food is fake. All right, and ultimately through what we're speaking, this place is going to be an absolute desert. Where with wild creatures, that's what we're speaking into existence, the end of this place, man.
That's right.
Because this is the hub of all witchcraft and wickedness. And this is used by the elites, all right, to weaken the nations, to destroy, to plunder. That's why it's called the hammer of the earth. So this ore here was used to pollute. That's why the scriptures say, Jeremiah 51, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hands. He used it for the purpose of what? Making the nations drunk. All right, drunk off of these different philosophies, and it's poisoned the earth. It's ultimately the serpent, all right, from the garden, ultimately ruling all over it. That's why the scriptures say that old serpent, all right?
God. Now I'm going to go into the word fallen, right? Pipto, there's 4098.
Yeah.
The metaphor is to fall under judgment, come under condemnation. So that's what's going to happen to America. You about to fall under a judgment of the heavens, man.
Right.
And it's going to explain why you're falling under that judgment of the heavens when you read on down. There's some more definitions is, I'm looking at the ones that's going to go right with what we're reading. One is to fall into ruin. Okay? The scripture speaks of the desolation being brought through what? A thermonuclear war.
Right.
Okay? To cast down from the state of prosperity. You know, this is a cash cow for the elites, America. Okay, this is your little money hole, honey hole, so to speak. You know, when you go fishing, where you catch the most fish, that's your personal honey hole. America, this big valley, a shadow of death for the Israelites, but it's a honey hole for the elites. It's about to be gone.
Right, and that's why the elites are purposely crashing it, because pretty much it stands in the way of everything that they want for the new world. The old world goes out with paper money. America pretty much was used for what it was used for. Now they're moving on to bigger and better things. America was a big part of what they wanted, and it was their cash cow. We're living in a time where the Lord got reprobate spirits on these leaders, and they're getting ready to find out they're not in control. You know, it's gonna all spun out. That precept though in Malachi talks about how they would build, but the Lord would throw down. Real quick, this is Malachi chapter 1 and 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Talking about this place, because Isaiah 13 it talks about the dragons. This is Esau's heritage. This is why these everyday Edomites are so angry too, because this was supposed to be what they passed down from generation to generation. This is supposed to be their kingdom, man. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And they did that at the Renaissance.
That's right.
From the Renaissance to now, the Lord has allowed this devil to just rape, rob, murder, and build. All right, and what have they reestablished was wrong. It says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. The people against the Lord have indignation forever. And you're going to know that through the fall of Babylon, which goes into that word fallen the elders going into.
So one other definition, a couple more. B2 means to perish, to come to an end. Okay, so Esau's the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning which follows. To disappear or cease. So with this thermonuclear destruction that the Lord gonna bring, it's gonna make everything in America disappear. All the elements will be melted with fervent heat.
Right.
Okay? To lose authority, to no longer have force. All the authority that you had in the work, it's gonna be gone, bro.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You would no longer, it said no longer have force, man.
Right.
And we know how Esau get down with pushing agendas and like I said, forcing you to sin. You know what I mean? So that's all it's gonna be gone. It says before to be removed from power by death. Yeah, to be removed from power by death. So that's what the basically was saying right there when you read in 18:2. Read it again. Go ahead.
This is Job 20 and verse 28. It says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. It says, the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh.
And we know the earth was given into his hands. It was given into the hands of the wicked. We know through his prosperity he had to basically, pursuing the Psalms 83, bring the Israelites downtrodden us for him to be in the position he in and using us to basically help him. Because without us, he ain't shit, bro. They be talking that go back to Africa shit. If they just, we all went back, it wouldn't be no America the next day.
They will follow us.
Yeah, they follow you. Yeah. They be right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Why are you here?
Get Revelation, jump 14 and 8. Grab that right quick.
Yeah, because if you
Revelation 14 and 8.
was given it to something was given it to you, you have to extend your hand out to take it.
Right.
So now since you did that, now it's time for you to pay that back.
Right.
And you know how when something is given to you, when something given to you, you wind up losing it anyway. When somebody just give you some shit, they just give you a brand new car, you gonna wind up losing it because guess what? You ain't work for it.
Yeah.
See, in the position we in now, we working for the kingdom of heaven right now, bro. This is like work. You know
Building,
what I'm saying? We laboring for it.
I got that Revelation 14. I'm gonna start at 6 and read into it. Because this is ultimately the new song being sung, which is gonna lead to the fall of this place. Revelation 14 and 6. And I saw another angel, which the angels work through men on earth, fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach. And what happens in Matthew when the everlasting gospel is preached? Then shall the end come.
Yeah.
Unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made the heaven and earth and sea and the fountains of waters. Synonymously, while this song is being sung, Babylon is telling you to worship and bow to them, their image. See, so this message is clashing against the very message that Babylon stands for, and is speaking through men on earth, all right? It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen, that great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So that immorality, that lust, she made these people drink of it. The doctrines, the philosophies. Okay, this is why Babylon's gonna fall, bro.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Go back to
Yeah, I mean, pretty much Babylon, it drew out that lust and fleshly aspect of people, which when you got a bunch of people walking around that are led by fleshly desires, the earth goes left. Okay, you need order. All right, in America, that's put disorder. You got it.
good. Go back to that Revelation. Yes, sir.
This is back in Revelation 18, and I'll read verse 2 again. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Those philosophies, that doctrine, okay, that passionate immorality, like I said, of desires, that extravagant lifestyle that they live, okay, you know, read on.
Rebellion.
Yeah.
Rebellion against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
And the Lord also said, what he suffered not a witch to live. So that's why there's gonna be a lot of destruction within the earth.
It says back in little Revelation 18:3, and it says, and the kings of the earth committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance.
They laid in the bed with America. You have to partake in these different, like we see these people now, we're learning everything that goes on. We're knowing that they're laying in the bed with America. They're partaking in these different rituals behind these closed doors.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, that's the only way you're gonna make it.
Yep.
You know, you lay in the bed with it.
Yep.
You lay in the bed with that
Yep.
whore.
Yep. And one of the main ways to commit fornication with this whore is taking on that dollar, which is no way around it. If you want certain goods, coffee,
Yeah.
gold, you know, certain things, you're gonna have to trade it. You're gonna have to have certain oil,
Yeah.
petrol. You're gonna have to deal with that dollar, man. Which that brings your nation into debt.
Yeah.
And then Esau's able to go on over into these nations and set up his corporations, his interest, takes away the interest of the people. All of these lands are resource rich in various different things.
Yeah.
But they're in debt to this whore.
Right.
So they end up having to give their whole situation up to America, where then America can just come and he defiles the men, the women, the children. This is why a lot of these nations are now saying we're blocking Western programming from coming onto our TV, our social media, our Netflix. They're telling America, you know, your way is weakening our men. So you
Yeah.
have a lot of these nations now angry. The nations are mad. They've drunken of their wine. Now they're mad. They're trying to figure out a way around this war.
Yep.
You know.
So for you, it's Jeremiah 51:7 in the NLT. It says, Babylon has been a gold cup in the Lord's hand, the cup that made the whole earth drunk. The nations, it says, the nations drunk Babylon's wine, and it drove them all mad.
Like that wine. Esau gave this wine. He spiked the shit. You ain't even said. Drink up. Taste good till you for your Lord.
He transgressed about wine.
There you go.
And this is the philosophy from the garden. This is the philosophy that led to the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
Now it's all being forwarded. Now he has a way to implement it and forward it through all kind of media and means to where he can push, you know, wickedness like a flood on people all around the world.
Exactly. Yep. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's in every country, and it's all the root of it is Esau, right?
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Got that proverb. You got more?
I know.
Proverbs, yeah.
Proverbs 23:3. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat.
See that? Don't deal with this wine of America, man, because it's a trick. It's definitely a trick.
Yep.
Okay, it is a trick. It's like wildlife magic. You know what I'm saying? Say, you know,
Yeah.
you sinning. That's how it is, man.
America gonna razzle dazzle your ass.
Yeah, it presents itself as something very good. Like in the garden, when a woman saw the fruit, you know, she was like, "Damn, this is good to eat,
Yeah.
and good to make one wise." But really, it gives you over to ruin.
Yeah, that's America. They, you know, when you taste it, it's good, like Mad Dog 2020, but
Yeah.
after sex, you know, you
Yeah.
really want it, like, man,
Through.
yeah, you through.
What was that?
Yeah,
Good going down.
yeah.
I got one.
Ice with the straw and shit.
Yep, you looking around, Diddy tank top on the floor. Devil antler, Baphomet, you know, all type of. You're like, well, where am I? What's going on?
That's right.
Woman cursing you out. It's just the following this man's wine, man. It really messes the world up, man.
That's right. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sore destruction. Verse 11. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people.
That's what J. Will pick.
Yeah.
Because it plays towards their flesh.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, and that's why honestly a lot of people feel entitled. It's an entitlement demon on a lot of these people. Like you deserve something, bro. What you deserve is correction. That you know, that's what the so that's why the Lord is correcting a lot of these a lot of these videos that brothers are sharing amongst one another. You know, people are getting judged, man. You know, on a high level, and it's only going to increase.
Read that next
Verse 4, Proverbs 23:4. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom.
So labor not to be rich. So don't worry yourself with trying to be rich in America. That's what it pushes. They want you to strive.
Yeah.
They want you to strive to go. It's what it wants you to strive. They push the mansions out there, the Bugattis, and they want you to push for that.
Right.
Don't fucking push for that shit, man. You know? Because one of my things is, why y'all paying these dudes $50 million a year? How much do you need to really live off of a year? How much do you really need?
And the J who get rich, they don't buy no land. They don't get
No.
no. They ain't got no food company set up. They ain't growing food on no land. They just spend
No.
it. They just spend their time showing you what they bought.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's nothing wrong with having. If you have riches, you just have to have the right mindset with it.
Right.
But these are a bunch of rich fools and dummies. They don't have any wisdom, so they do more harm than
Yeah.
good with the riches.
They don't know when to quit.
Yeah.
You don't know when to stop, bro. They just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going.
Yeah.
And knowing the more and more you go for it, the more you're gonna have to sell out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to sell out the Babylon, bro. You gotta know when to quit.
And it's
It's-
it's like, no, just like the elder said, bro. It's like how much really is do you really need to live off of? Because think about it, people have gotten so comfortable to say $1 million ain't a lot of money.
Yep.
You know?
Through the inflation.
Yeah, through the inflation, yeah. It's got to the point where you say, "Ah, man, $1 million ain't really nothing," or 6 figure, But of course, like due to the inflation, and that further proves, man, we need a kingdom, because this place is really on some. For you Akyam who's familiar with it's that Karl Marx book, that Communist Manifesto. You know, the oppressed, the oppressor and the oppressed. You know, where you get your Marxism from, your Marxists and all that, man. It's an agenda that's set up, like the elders are going into. It's a complete agenda, man. It's a rat race, man.
What?
You know that a lot of people, eventually just get ate up by, or they get so consumed. Look at how Jake got involved in them PPP loans, man. It was Jake who was once superstars and world champions in the sports arena. Now them niggas about to do 60 months. What was that big baby Glenn Davis? Yeah, for that medical fraud. Yeah, through. Here it is. You know what I'm saying? Like even Yahweh Shah said, I can't tell you how to rock with your bread, but the scriptures do. The scriptures do give you solid direction.
That's right.
You need the wisdom. That's why you need Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
That's right.
You get all that money, which all we pray for is, bread needful for us. But if we run into some money, at least now we have wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You need wisdom to deal with riches.
That's right.
Esau got all of these riches. Look at it, he don't have no wisdom.
That's right.
So you're a rich. These people who got the most money are a threat. So they become more. They're weaponized now because they have the means to just fuck more things up.
That's
we know what money gonna bring. We know the problems it's gonna bring. But we wise enough now. If you hand me $50 million, hell, I might keep $100,000
Yeah.
and get the rest of the brotherhood.
Keep 7.
We gonna keep $7 million for completion.
I got.
Tithe, keep 7.
But I'm giving it away.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yep.
every camp. Hey, take that.
I got one for you, brother. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, verse 26. Riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of Yahweh is above them both. That there is no want in the fear of Yahweh, and it needeth not to seek help.
That's true wisdom when you fear the Lord. So now you run into money. You got this wisdom. Now you like, oh shit, the Lord might kill my ass.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So now you're moving wisely.
Yeah.
You don't get proud.
Yeah.
You can set up a thing to where you're only allowing yourself to get, the $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, money it can lift you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, but the fear of the Lord is the best thing we got going for ourselves because it restricts you from being a demon.
That's right.
You know, when you're thinking about, damn, what if I do this, the Lord can do that. You know, if I, you know, you moving with you know, it's serious.
Right back and forth.
Revelation 18:4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues."
This is like a final warning, man. You know, don't be punished with her, because that final judgment is going to be thermonuclear destruction. You don't want that. You know, you don't want that judgment, bro, and it's coming.
Yep, and that's talking about when we're literally
Coming
called
up
out
out
of
of
this
here,
place.
coming up out of here
In the
with
chariot.
chariots.
Because it said it's going to be a loud trumpet, like a loud voice. Imagine that.
Isaiah 26.
26 and 20.
Yeah, it goes into, but it's just going, like I said, going into that destruction, but they're going to see us, like I said in Wisdom of Solomon 5, the strangers of our salvation. You know, as they seeing the destruction come about, then you're going to be seeing the Lord deliver his elect.
Yep.
He does have that election in Babylon. Go ahead.
Revelation 18:5.
He
It
said, "Be not partakers," because Esau is a thief, right? You don't want to consent with that thief because out of his mouth is what frames deceit. It tells you that in Psalm 50. He framed deceit, everything you see. So you don't want to be partakers in it because he's a top thief, man.
Right, that's why you depart spiritually.
Yep. Part spiritually first, so we can part physically later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The way it's set up,
Yeah.
if certain jobs we have, you are aiding this month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need the blood of Yahweh Shai to
Yeah.
cover us. There's certain things we do, you know what I'm saying?
Because
Yeah.
if you work for Lockheed,
Yep.
all them places like that,
Banks,
government,
government.
you the military,
Yep. You could be blamed, like technically, but that's why the blood of the Yahweh Shai
police
covers us.
officer.
Yep. Yep.
That nigga's, he's a slave.
Best job for your fireman. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is I'll read verse 4 again. It says, Revelation 18:4, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come up out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Shem Shai has remembered her iniquities."
See, the Lord has remembered all her evil deeds, right? And now he's on his way sending his angels down and his son to come down. He's remembered it because he tells you that he required that which is past in Ecclesiastes. And Esau has a lot to pay for it, man.
Yes.
Through different captivities, all the way back to when we was going across the King's Highway. He wouldn't let us go because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He attacked the weak, the elderly, and the children in the back.
already, yep.
Wow, man.
Amalek did that.
And then it came with the helping the Babylonians, you know, capture us. Man, you got a lot to pay for.
Haman.
Haman, yeah, them dudes, Mordecai, them.
What?
You got a lot to pay for. The Roman Empire, you got a lot to pay for. The Greek Empire, you have a lot. Then don't even talk about from Renaissance period on, bro.
Woo!
Yeah, from
15, 16.
You lost your mind.
From West
Yeah,
Africa
He
to
came out of
then.
he came out of them caves and literally lost it.
Mhm.
You know?
That's why they say he'll be born speaking lies. That was going to be on the Renaissance period when he being reborn.
Yeah.
With his rulership, he came speaking lies. There was a tongue walking through the earth, being deceitful among the nations.
And that has gotten him riches above. And then you got to think, for a period of 350 years, we didn't know who we were.
Man,
So he was able to just, the heathen were able to just, especially him, Esau, they were able to just win. Free labor. You know what I'm saying? You got close to 300 years of free labor. Do you realize if you had businesses and you didn't have to pay none of the people working for you, how rich you would be?
he just piling it up, man.
Of course you're going to be at the top when you do something like that. And we're going to be at the bottom. But you know what he does? He makes a science out of why you're at the bottom.
Well, see, man,
They're inherently stupid. They have a low IQ. They're dumb. Well, really, of course, it's the curses. It's all the Lord blessed you, but it's, you devils are something else, man.
Yeah, I got one. This is Ezra 9 and 6. said, "O my power, I am ashamed and blush to lift up my face to thee." It says, "My power, for our iniquities are increased over our heads, and our trespasses grown up unto the heavens." Man, all the shit you done, like it says, reached into heaven, man. You're not gonna get away.
Yeah.
And I know y'all, some of y'all, it's like the Lord has a spirit on you. He's had that spirit on you to create these space stations, these caves. He low key got you thinking you're gonna get away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the trick is on you. Okay. Even in Jonah, the first chapter, it says, they read it in Jonah, the first chapter. It says, he said, "Arise and go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it." And that's what we're doing. Nineveh represents America. Okay, and we're here crying against it. You know, we're here, Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, giving them warning from me. He said, "Give them warning from me." That's what we're doing. It says, "For their wickedness has come up before me." So we're telling you, man. We're telling you the trespasses you made and the result of it, and what's going to be the end of it.
Right.
You know.
Yep. They got the precept that says, "Excellencies reach, those excellently reach to the heavens, that he should perish forever." Done.
Excellent.
Reach to heaven, something like that. It's in the book of Job. It's wickedness, man.
20 and 6.
20 and 6, yeah.
Yeah, 20 and 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reached into the clouds.
Yep. He shall perish forever like his own dung. You know, the pride of thine heart hath deceived you. You know, and anybody with any, sense of wisdom would have stopped a long time ago. You Edomites could have really been cool.
Yeah.
But the Lord didn't put it in your spirit to be cool. America could have been cool.
Yeah.
But he just didn't, he's a demon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Like the scripture, like Jeremiah said, we would have healed her,
Yeah.
but she did too much. Yep.
He could have just had told Jake, all right, I'm not gonna take, y'all don't gotta pay taxes, you know what I'm saying? That'll be your form of reparations. Niggas would have been happy with that.
Yeah.
He could have just stopped. He could, you know what I'm saying? But he just would not stop. He's a demon, bro.
When you go gleaning for grapes, you gonna get in grapes, he gonna get everything off the tree that fell down, he gonna take everything.
Yeah.
You know, he don't leave you with nothing. That's how greedy he is. He got 10 buckets and said, I'm gonna just get a bowl and get the rest of them. So that's him. He basically has built off of no type of giving his workers. When you work, you're supposed to get a day's, day's pay, wage. Esau had took away that, and that's how he's done. He basically, I want to basically put you to work and don't even give you anything.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, so I can hold more taxes out of it.
Yeah, that's your money, but I'm gonna get half of it. I'm gonna get some of it.
Then at the end of the year, I give you some back.
A little small percentage back.
Of what was yours. Now, if you take more, if you have less taxes withheld, you get more of your check. At the end of the year, you don't get shit back.
You might get something back.
Yeah, you might have to pay something back.
Yeah.
But then he gives you a tax return. Basically, that's your money. But you happy as hell. You got $3,000. You know what I'm saying? To start the year off.
$3,000.
So-called year. This is a joke, man. This ain't living, man. And we're wore out.
Yeah.
But this was our punishment, man.
And the trick, he puts so much in these jobs, he puts so much pressure on you that you don't have time to digress over a weekend. It's like you're really working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So when you off, guess what you worried about his shit. So you worried about going back to keep him fucking rich, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit is a fucking trick.
Just over broke, huh?
He don't pay you enough, bro. He do not pay you enough. It's like he low key raise your rent up. Like, man, you raised my rent up $200.
Minimum, yeah.
Shit, you supposed to be giving me another $50 an hour just for me to be able to make it. You know, I saw a white girl. She was crying. She said, "When I get tired paying my rent, I only have $200 to live on.
Yeah, I seen
I
that.
give me my food."
You get a raise, but everything else goes up.
Yeah. 37 cents.
This is a joke.
Yeah,
And it's an Edomite somewhere right now with trillions of dollars in each, that's just gold just sitting there.
bro.
Just they got room full of gold, bro, just sitting there. Like, well, help the earth.
It was a very proud Edomite during the pandemic. and he was a billionaire, saying, I don't see what the problem is, what the issue. You know what? Keep that same energy when the Lord humbles you, man.
Right, Esau has the monetary, but he can change the earth. He can get things going in the right direction in over a month if he wanted to.
Right.
It'll take some time because shit is all messed up, but he can really, help.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he's a demon.
Revelation 18:5, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh has remembered her iniquity. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her work."
So I don't know how y'all gonna make it, bro. I really don't. 'Cause double.
Back in Revelation.
Through the history, the stuff we read about what y'all did to us, man, it hits you in your gut. I don't know how y'all gonna make it, bro. The penalty is double, man. So the Lord gonna revenge us, okay?
Yep.
He brewing up a special cup of terror for you Edomites, bro.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm gonna read one right here. I think it's.
And that double also goes back to a custom where you would write someone's judgment inside of something, and pretty much what was ever on the inside of that, you subject to it. So the judgment is written in the volume of the book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You Edomites are through, man.
It
You're
says
gonna pay
here,
like everything that's written here. You're gonna go through it.
Right. Hey, Jeremiah even had a prayer to the Lord. It says in Jeremiah 15:15, "O Yahweh, thou knowest, remember me and visit me, and revenge me of my persecutors." Woo! You see that? "Take me not away in thy long suffering, now that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke." So guess what? It's gonna come on you, Esau. Like we don't know how you gonna make it. I don't know how you gonna make it. He gonna pay you back though. He said in Revelation 13:10, what? "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword, he must be killed with the sword." And that word "must" goes into what? It's necessary.
Yep.
You look at that word "must," it says necessary. It's necessary that this dude get taken out of this rulership, bro. Because if he's left in this rulership, bro,
That's it.
Everything through.
it's everything. It'll be him, at the end it'll be him and a damn dog left.
And a robot. Remember
Roaches,
that AI
roaches.
shit?
Yes.
Roaches and
Two
AI.
nigga
dog.
woman and then those smoke alarms. About 4 of them motherfuckers are making. But I got one for you real quick. Isaiah 51:22. "Thus saith the Lord thy power and thy God that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt not drink it any more again. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, Bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over."
So he about to hand that cup over to our tormentors, man. That's what he's basically telling you. Esau, y'all about to get it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And you Jackson think, white man wrote the Bible, why would he write this shit about himself? I wouldn't write nothing that bad about myself.
We could write a book that condemns
Condemns,
community, alphabet behavior.
When he promoted.
Every society this man has established, alphabet, when we say alphabet, you know what we're talking about. All right? The hags, that behavior was forwarded in each one of his society. But he gonna write a book with a moral code, a law that says not to do that. Tell you not to put wicked usury. You know, now you can do usury, but the way he does it is completely wicked.
Yeah, it's not fair at all.
Yeah. He does everything directly opposed to what's written in these scriptures, man.
Right.
So how in the hell can he have written this?
Let me get on real quick. It's an NLT, Ezekiel 35:3. It said, give them this message from the sovereign Lord. I am your enemy, O Mount Seir, and I will raise my fist against you to destroy you completely. That's why he raised up this man to go out, what it speaks of like in Revelation, they stood upon their feet and they was afraid. So now this message is coming out by the men whom you hear this from for decades and centuries, Now it's being brought forth unto you. The Lord has a problem with you. He has a controversy with the inhabitants on the planet, man.
Right.
They were talking about Israel, but now they're talking about everyone on the planet,
Right.
including you elite banking families, man. Because of this, because the Bible says you add sin to sin. You were sinning back then, but that sin plus now is stacking them to the heavens, man.
Then Cain
And
sinned.
then shit, okay, God.
Serpents, you know, all that
Yeah,
shit.
all that, yeah, that was it.
Jeremiah 51:24, and I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion, in in your sight, said the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord gonna repay you for all the shit you've done, man. Right? Now we know through reincarnation we was back in them times, but what we're doing, we're reading about it. And when you read about how y'all done us, man, you feel it. So yeah, man, that payback, yeah, we waiting on it. We hastening the payback.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The scripture said this life afflictions only for a moment, but damn, we've been living all these years. It's like, bro, y'all ask for to get it, man.
And they'll tell you that's hateful.
Yeah.
To want vengeance. But
Yeah.
how was America established? Wasn't y'all tired of being taxed by the British?
Yeah.
Being oppressed?
Mm-hmm.
So you uprooted from under that stronghold to establish the 13 colonies?
Yep.
You had those revolutionary wars, and we ain't even going to war in a physical sense. We're just talking.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord gonna reward all you Edomites, man. And it's always different examples of him rewarding you even in the scriptures, man. Like when you go into Haman, you go into Timothy with Alexander the coppersmith, you can always go get rewarded for your evils. Okay? You're gonna get rewarded for your evils, man. With Haman, boy,
Yeah, he got hung at the gallows.
his kids too.
Yep.
So you know, it's like you know, take all your generation out. And that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to Esau on this side. It's about to be taken out. Go ahead.
Revelations 18 and verse 6 again. It says, reward her as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she has filled to her double.
What's in that cup? It's gonna be slavery, depression, okay, anxiety, straits, headaches,
The dregs.
you know.
Yeah.
Y'all finna drink of it. You see that? That's what's in the Lord's cup, man. You know? Let me see here. Let's take it wrong.
What's that precept where it said the dregs at the bottom, he left it for the wicked? You know, the dregs of that cup is for you Edomites, man. And your sentence, pursuant to the Holy Scriptures, is after the destruction of Babylon, breaking up your beast system is 1,000 years of imprisonment, 1,000 years to slave. Okay? And after that 1,000 years, that's it for you as a nation. You're going to be chased out of the world. You're going to be evicted from the garden. That's going to be the final cherry on top. You know, after that 1,000 years, everybody gonna be put in order, and they're gonna have all these heathen gonna have to watch Esau, you know, be taken out as a nation, man. And it sounds harsh, but look at the earth as he's ruling.
That's right. That's believe this. It was Psalms 75 verse 8. You get that?
You ain't got that.
I got it. This is Psalms chapter 75 verse 8. For in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Bad part of it, that's the bad part. That's the bad part. You know what I'm saying? It's that bitter part.
Yeah.
You know? Y'all gonna drink it.
Yep.
In Revelation 14 and 10 says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into that cup of his indignation, thermonuclear destruction, righteous judgment. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So, hey, Cherry's gonna be there. That goes into St. Exodus 13. You know what I'm saying? You know, you read in I think Revelation is it 16, or talking about how the saints is wore out. You know, we
Daniel 7:25.
We tired now.
Like,
Yep. He defied the Most High. He did a lot of wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Thinking he thought to change the times, the laws. You know, he really did his thing. All right?
oh, it's 16:6, for I have shed the blood of the saints and the prophets, and I was giving them blood to drink, for they are already.
What scripture is that?
That's 16:6, yeah.
Okay,
So it's gonna be a just reward for you Edomites, man, when that time comes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can try to run and hide. You can run to the space stations and the bunkers. The scripture already tell you in Psalms 137 how it's gonna Psalms 149 how it's gonna go at. Gonna bind your kings with chains and your nose with feathers of iron. Ain't no way you gonna get away.
You going up to the chariot of the Lord. Going to space to peace.
Man. Go ahead.
Revelation 18 and verse 7, it says, how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
And you know how Esau, like they said, they got all they through the backs of the Israelites, they became so rich, and then they throw it in your face. They build mansions, and you try to build a mansion, then they build a bigger mansion, they get a better car, they get better jewelry. They keep you reaching for this shit, man.
Right.
And all the time, they bloodsuckers, man, and demons. You know what I mean? Like,
It's our rich energy out here, man.
Edomites don't be like the rich Edomites don't be chasing at that stupid shit Jake chasing at.
you don't even work. They be wearing, look how, what's that? Billy Gates be dressed.
Yeah.
You know, they wearing Vans and
Walmart shirts.
Yeah, Walmart shirts.
Bro, Bill Gates, he buys fields, he buys land and grows GMO crops.
Yeah, he's
to give food to these corporations that are on every corner,
Yep.
right? Especially where you Israelites are. The French fries, the food is grown on land he owns. Jake get rich, ain't even thought about all of these so-called black, these so-called, all of the tribes restaurants. All of these rich niggas come together and grow good food. Although we know Esau ain't gonna allow them. But niggas don't think like that.
Yeah. And it's interesting, like you said, the Jake who do are so-called common day every folk, because you do have a Eve on the West Coast who has her own grocery store. Then I think you got a Jake on the East Coast who has his own grocery store. But like the elders going into, Jake who masses all these riches, they Bentleys, Maybachs.
Nigga, Esau patents potatoes, patents cabbage, he makes his own version of particular things that come out of it. He makes his own version and grows it all over these particular the land that he's hoarding to himself. He's growing fake foods to spread more of it throughout the earth.
Yeah. And he's
patenting something. That shit is crazy.
And
you got a patent on certain, it's a particular potato,
Yep.
all right? You got a patent on certain
McDonald's fried.
not only McDonald's, all of these different corporations, McDonald's, Wendy's,
Yeah.
the fries that they use, they come from his crops, and it's genetically modified, and it's a high sugar content.
Wow.
And this is why you have diabetes and all of these sicknesses running rampant, because of the foods that people ingest.
Coming from a certain place. Yeah, you got. It's like something I was reading about 2 months ago. The Edomites who own all the land. It's like I think it's like 13 families that own all the land in America. Cats owning like 2.3 million acres.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They own land like that. When you own land like that, what
You got
can you do?
control of
You know
you
what I'm
got control of
saying?
that country.
You know?
Yep. Yep.
It's like shit. You got it. The earth was given it to your hands, bro.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
Revelation 18 and verse 7.
No, this is me 7.
It says, how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no more sorrow.
Boasting in our mind, that's that pride that America is losing, man. Okay? They don't think they can be touched. They feel like they have the greatest military. When you're gonna find out the Lord gonna play he got you in the trick bag.
Right.
They always think they're gonna bounce back from every little situation. And they always say, we're gonna bounce back from it. You know? Yeah. That's how they do it. And he let you bounce back, and they just give our like 2/3 of our people have more confidence in your ass. So that's why when that sea hip comes, y'all gonna run for it, Because you're gonna figure he has all the answers.
He got all that.
He got a track record. Look what we did here. Look what we did. We bounced back.
The miracles.
You know, get a miracles.
Right by then, there's gonna be people growing arms, all kind of miracles gonna be on TV.
God.
He couldn't talk, you know what I'm saying? You put this in you now, he jumping,
Speaking Mandarin.
all of that. But I got a quick one that goes right with that. Isaiah 47:7.
Thou hast said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou dost not lay these things to thine heart, neither did thou remember the latter end of it. So he didn't, basically the way Esau has operated in the earth.
He never thought about the ramifications, the latter end of his actions. That shows you he's proud. The pride of his heart has deceived him.
Right.
Shit, we pay for shit 2 days later when we go off.
Right.
But the Lord has allowed this man to continue without really being judged as a nation. So he said, F it. Everything he does, he doesn't think about the end result of it. GMO foods. He just did it because he could. Because he's wicked and he's trying to oppose the Most High, but he didn't think about how that really ruins the earth. How that really is, which you don't give a damn. But there's judgments that come with that, man.
Right. Grab 13 and Jeremiah 13:18 go for sure.
Yeah, and women,
You know, it likens her to a woman because women, they can get away, they do a lot of BS and get away with it and get support, GoFundMe's.
Yeah. More welfare.
Yep.
more stuff, like they can just do all this wickedness. And now we're living in a time where the serpent and Eve are being called out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're at the very end of their
Y'all
BS.
finna struggle together.
Yep. And Esau ain't gonna come to y'all. They, you
No.
know, 13 and what?
18 over
Jeremiah 13:18. Say unto the king and to the queen, humble yourselves,
Humble yourselves.
sit down,
Sit your ass down.
for your principality shall come down, even the crown of your glory.
See, all that evil you doing is finna be thrown down by y'all. Sit y'all ass down, man.
Okay. This is the latter end of what you've done. These judgments that we're speaking about, man. And you gonna pay. The men, the women, and the children. All right, all of you are gonna pay, and it's gonna start with your elites. The people right now who they've never worked a day in their life, chilling, winning. Job 20 talks about their children, or they see their offspring, they're dancing, their cattle ain't dying, they winning. And they own all of these corporations. You don't know who the hell they be. They own everything that controls the world that we're in. They control it all.
You say, if you look at them and you have accomplished all this, and you say, like I said, all he doing is winning. You feel like, well, hell, I don't lose. So what did they get? That mindset, that pompous pride, as it says, you want to be like the Most High. With Isaiah 14, that's what you get to that point where I believe I am as powerful as the Most High. I'm changing His creation. He make food with seeds. I'm gonna make some without seeds. You know, I'm gonna be. You got to come to me for the one of all things.
Yeah.
You know, that's that want to be like the Most High Spirit. You got to come to.
There's fruits coming out of the earth that the seed, you can't replant it and grow that tree. Like the seeds eventually terminate. You got to keep going back to Him. That makes Him God. Real quick,
Job 21:29. Have you not asked them that go by the way, and do you not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him for what he hath done?
We're declaring that way to y'all face now. The Lord gonna have the angels deal with it. And then give us spiritual power, and we're gonna be able to deal with you.
Get our lick back, Lord.
Yeah.
Shit.
yes, sir.
This is Lamentations 1:1. This is dealing with the sorrow of Zion. But the Lord says in Deuteronomy 30 that the curse is going to fall on Esau. And watch this. It says, how does the city sit solitary? Because Zion used to be the shit. Okay? Now it's deserted. It says, that was full of people. How is she become as a widow? Through our sins. She that was great among the nations and the princes among the provinces. It says, how is she become tributary? We was once those great people, but then how do we become put into slavery? It's the same thing finna happen to you Edomites. pursuant to Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
Right.
You sitting a queen right now, all proud, and y'all finna look around like, how in the hell are we? Please, pop, stop it.
Now get Lamentations 2 and 2 real quick.
Lamentations 2 and 2 says, the Lord hath swallowed up all the inhabitants of Jacob,
Mm.
and have not pitied. He hath thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He hath brought them down to the ground. He hath polluted the kingdom and the prince thereof.
2 and 1. 2 and 1.
Oh, what is it?
Lamentations 2 and 1.
Oh, 2 and 1. How hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger,
Mm-hmm.
and cast down from heaven.
See, cast down from heaven. That's showing you being cast down from heaven don't mean you getting kicked out of heaven. Go ahead.
It says, unto the earth, the beauty of Israel.
Right, he cast down from heaven the beauty of Israel. So when Lucifer is cast from heaven, Esau, Edom, that means he's going to go into slavery. That's what that's talking about. Israel, they get kicked out of heaven and fall to the ground. No, man, we were basically from Solomon's kingdom. Eventually, we started to go into captivity.
Yeah.
Time of the Assyrian Empire, man.
It means to be brought down.
It means to be brought down. See, cast from the hour thou fallen from heaven.
Yep.
Oh, Lucifer, which is the elites of this world, man.
Right.
You know,
And remember not his footstool in the day of his anger. So the Lord ain't gonna show no mercy, man. Ain't gonna be no mercy, man.
Yep.
You know, the only mercy is for the elect.
That's it.
Read on that 8th Revelation.
In Revelation 18 and verse 8, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her.
Hey, it's thermonuclear destruction. That's how the Lord's gonna deal with you. Go ahead.
It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication, have lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Because you got all these people, basically, like you said, America's a cash cow. And if you go to Oakland, L.A., New York, and look out on them ports, you see ships waiting to bring the goods over here. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's going into. Seattle. Oh yeah, we was in Seattle. It was right there. Okay, go ahead.
This is Revelation 18 and 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
So these people are gonna be seeing the smoke of her burning in 1 hour. Okay, that's 60 minutes. That's 3,600 seconds. So that's gonna be fast. That destruction. These thermonuclear missiles, we know there was 200 million of them. Warheads. One warhead can have many warheads popping off of it. We read yesterday that basically they got one warhead could knock out Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a quick destruction, man. When the Lord, when his anger hit this place, man, he's gonna destroy this place so fast. And all the merchants that got rich, y'all gonna be sitting out there with them damn Air Jordans on them containers. You got to turn around, go back to your country.
Hey, I'm just looking at this
You know what I'm
backdrop you looking at.
Yeah,
Bro,
backdrop.
that's the ocean, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna take, it makes sense those times. It's gonna dry that shit up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of water, man.
Right. And the Lord too, he systematically got oil in the water.
Just burning.
So it's gonna help ignite.
Yeah, help at night.
Oh, bro, that's
Damn.
a lot of
Then
water,
there's
bro.
this black tar popping up all over the earth that they don't know where it. That's the Lord preparing this place to burn, man.
You know, that's a lot of water, man. So 200 million don't sound far-fetched to me at all.
You know,
Cause it's more than one ocean.
he's so cold. He can have it burning, have a nuke hit the water, then push a tsunami, and put the fire out, and then when the sea won't be nothing left but sand. I mean, the Lord is cold, bro.
America has the most imports of any country, so these nations have been able to wax rich, you know,
Yes.
off of the consumerism of Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
You know, China, they can make any goddamn thing and put it over here, and Americans go buy it.
That's a Jake. That's a Jake. We the poorest people, but make up like
Yachts right there.
$200 billion of
Yachts.
spending.
Yeah.
I'm like, where the hell the money come from?
These different laboratories over there in these
Yeah.
different heathen countries, they paying these people 1 cent
Yeah,
you know, an hour to make these shoes that Jake paid $500 a shoe, you know? Like just, so these nations they make a lot of money off of America.
Yeah, and specifically Jake,
Yep.
like the Southern and Northern Kingdom,
Yep.
are in the high 80 to 90 percentile of consumption.
Right.
And to be frank with the whole when like the elders are going into with Jake buying all this stuff, there's something called conspicuous consumption, and that term is really in the terms of keeping up with the Joneses. That's where that conspicuous consumption comes from.
Hey, that backdrop, that's keeping up with them yachts.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
They got Jake trying to get a yacht, you know?
yeah.
And they will never see
Oh,
it.
man, Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So the destruction of the Lord, hey, this counsel came from the heavens, man. You saw your appointed time is up, pursuing to Job 14:5, bro.
Right.
That's right.
It's over for you.
Through my
So
boy.
now all you gotta do is just wait. Like you say, hey, ain't nothing left but the praying. That's all that's left.
Yeah.
Time is on the elect side.
Yeah.
We all, Esau gotta wait, and the elect gotta wait.
Yeah.
But the time's on the elect
We're
side.
testifying right now for the judgment to come forth.
Come.
The judgment is eventually going to be set. Inquisition right now, he's being investigated, cross-examined, you know, through his word, you know, but eventually a judgment is going to come, man. And we wore out in the flesh, but hey, man, we in the spirit, hey, we growing day by day, man. You know, inward man is constantly growing, hastening this destruction that we just read about, man.
So Babylon is about to be brought down. You about to sit in the dust, man. You know. So man, with that, we hope this lesson was edifying to the election of Israel. We'll give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and teach well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there on the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth and all truth and sincerity in the strength of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And GMS Dallas, GMS Arkansas. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.